Kiambria Goins,
I'm Azorian Bill,
and this is CHS Media.
your gateway to what's happening now.
Good morning, A plus 755 family. We are keeping it REAL on Tiger Hill, relationship, expectations, accountability, and leadership.
Today is February 6, 2026. Each CHS student is challenged daily to make positive choices, think analytically, to motivate self and others, while preparing to be career ready with at least 12 dual credit hours.
The growth mindset word of the month is mama mentality. Mama mentality is a mindset made famous by Kobe Bryant. It's all about relentless focus, discipline, and the pursuit of excellence, no matter what. Someone with mama mentality doesn't quit when things get hard. They adjust, learn, and outwork everyone.
A core mama mentality quote on persistence: rest at the end, not in the middle. Today, two videos featured Charles Hamilton Houston and Morehouse College campus tour. Let's take a look.
Hamilton Houston, the all-star litigator who dismantled Jim Crow, made his mark on America. He thrived right here in Washington, D.C. at the all-black M Street High School. Growing up, he was nurtured by the city's talented 10th community, and Houston was immersed in a culture of higher education, shaping him into what W.B. Du Bois dubbed as exceptional men. This community provided a sanctuary for Houston and other black leaders, activists, and educators, preparing them for the battle against racial injustice. Despite looming segregation laws and a growing population in the nation's capital, the segregation era is defined by the cases won by Houston and the lawyers and judges who followed his lead. This is Season 2 of Who Lives Here, a case for equal space. Houston's journey to prominence began during his service in the U.S. Army in World War I, where he confronted the stark reality of white aversion. Motivated by this experience, he returned to Washington in 1919 to follow in his father's footsteps as a lawyer at Howard University. As a dean of Howard's Law School, Houston elevated the institution's standards and focused its curriculum on civil rights. In doing so, he produced a remarkable 96% of America's black lawyers during that era. His graduates went on to achieve significant victories in civil rights, tackling issues like fair housing, education equality, and minority home ownership. As black populations surged during the Reconstruction era, housing crises and access to equal public spaces became pressing issue. In 1948, Houston achieved a significant triumph in D.C.'s Bloomingdale neighborhood when he successfully argued before the Supreme Court in the Heard v. Hodge appellate case. He proved that racial discrimination in housing violated the 14th Amendment's Equal Protection Clause. This victory in defense of a black couple brought an end to the practice of restrictive covenants on housing deeds that had prohibited the sales of property to certain groups of people. When Houston wasn't at the forefront of civil rights case, his protégés stepped up to carry the torch. Despite most of them graduating from Howard University locally in Washington, D.C., they actively participated in nationally significant cases, shaping federal policies. Notable figures like Thurgood Marshall, a native of Baltimore, secured a historic victory in the landmark Supreme Court case of Brown versus Board of Education in 1954, which led to the desegregation of public schools nationwide. And Houston's younger cousin, William Hastie, made history as the first African-American federal magistrate in 1937. And additionally, James Nabrick, commissioned by Houston, played a pivotal role in the groundbreaking 1954 Boiling v. Sharp Supreme Court case, which outlawed school segregation right here in Washington, D.C. These esteemed mentees of Houston worked tirelessly to dismantle systemic barriers to equality, leaving an enduring imprint on America's housing policies and the advancement of civil rights. Throughout history, black men and women have fought for equal property rights for everyone. And I invite you to join me in watching Season 2 of Who Lives Here, a case for equal space, as we embark on a journey to recognize the courageous activists who have shaped America's fair housing history. See you on the next episode. Bye!
Those that they grew beside, all of these problems, gotta watch the time, cause it's flying right by. I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, GT, two-turn baby girl, you know me. Who am I? All of these problems. just caught a shorty off a Finsta. Just the one.
Founded in 1867, home to the Maroon Tigers, and ranking number 4 in 2021 for historically black college and universities, welcome to another episode of Rolling with Nick Campus Tours. I'm your host, Nicholas Ramsey, and today we are in the heart of downtown Atlanta at the one and the only Morehouse College. So today we are going to roll around this historically black college, see what it has to offer, and see if it may be a fit just for you. Now fellas, this one's for you. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and let's roll on.
Soon as I pick up, I'm about to pop up on your phone.
Alright, our first stop today is going to be the Thomas Gilgore Jr. Campus Center. So this 37 square foot campus center is a mixed use of student and administrative functions. The 100 bedroom dormitory has reading rooms, laundry rooms, and all support services. Also, they have a food place, a couple food places actually. POD, which is provisions on demand, that's a food place. And they also have another place called Tenders Loving Chicken, something like that. Y'all see it in a second. And then we make our way right next door to the Chivers or Chivers Dining Hall, which is an all-you-can-eat dining facility for students, faculty, and staff. So they accept your meal swipes here, which is a part of your meal plan, DCB dollars, and they also accept your credit or your debit card. Now we make our way over to one of the world's most prominent religious memorial to Dr. King and is home to many of Morehouse's signature events, the Martin Luther King Jr. International Chapel. So this chapel is the spiritual center of the campus. It inspires the men of Morehouse to become servant scholars and advocates for the communities. Making our way across the street to the Benjamin G. Brawley Hall, where you'll find classrooms, and now we are at Graves Hall, which is the oldest building on the Morehouse campus. It is a 4-story red brick structure with a granite basement. It has an open bell tower, and you will hear the bells every hour. And our next stop is the Morehouse School of Medicine. Now, this is a trusted leader in healthcare education, committed to eliminating health disparities and advancing the healthcare field to drive real change. Well, y'all, that ends our journey here at Morehouse College. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm sincerely apologize. I left my microphone piece at home, but I hope I was still able to help you all see what Morehouse has to offer and see if it may be a fit just for you. So, y'all, if you like this video, please do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share, turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of the latest content. And until the next video, y'all, please stay safe, stay happy, stay blessed, tell someone that you love them, and I will see you all later.
Special announcement: AWS Information Infrastructure Apprenticeship. The AWS High School Information of Infrastructure Apprenticeship is a paid program that meets A Day or B Day for 8 weeks to prepare for careers that build, connect, power, and operate the infrastructure of our information economy. This hands on training involves working with the actual tools and materials used on the job. The program begins on March 16th and ends May 15th, 2026, Monday through Friday. Classes will take place at Holmes Community College in Ridgeland, Mississippi. Scan the QR code for more information. As we wrap up National Counselors Week, Ms. Cruz, Ms. Holmes, and Ms. Smith, thank you for being outstanding counselors and true assets to our school. Your dedication to the student body, staff, and families make a meaningful difference each day, and your commitment to excellence continues to inspire everyone around you. We are truly grateful to have you at CHS.
Here's what's happening at CHS. Bi-weekly testing will begin February 9th, which is Monday of next week. A second and final round of flag football trials will be held on Monday, February 9th from 3:45 to 5. If you try out, please make sure your rides will be on time. There will be a college campus tour of Ole Miss University on February 12th. District playoffs will begin next week. The Tigers will travel to Warren Central High School to contend for the district championship.
Seniors, if you would like to apply for the 100 Black Men Scholarship, the deadline is April 17, 2026 at 5 p.m. Further information can be gathered from the documentation found with your counselors or at the front desk. Mock testing will begin on March 2nd and continue through March 6th. Dates will be posted throughout the school as we get closer to testing time. ACT state testing will be held here at Kenton High School on February 24th.
Congratulations again to all those football players who committed to furthering their athletic career on Tuesday. Markevion Abron, Jarrett Caldwell, and Raheem Burks. Congratulations to you all.
All right, it's time. Birthday time. Birthday time. Put your hands together for birthday time. We want to wish you a happy birthday, Chastity Bennett, Rosalind McDonald, LaCorian Stevenson, Janisha Gray, and Essence Millsap. Happy birthday to you all. Enjoy your day.
It's time for CHS Trivia. During the month of February, random students will be asked trivia questions. We want to know if you know Black history. So if you're approached by a trivia journalist, take a chance on a trivia question. Let's view the trivia question of the day.
This is Derek Washington. I'm just going to ask you a quick trivia question for CHS. What sport did Jackie Robinson break the color barrier in? Baseball. Yes, that's correct. This is McKinney County. I'm just going to ask you a quick trivia question for CHS. What was the name of the network that helped enslaved people escape to freedom in the 19th century? The Underground Railroad. Yes, that's correct. Today I have Summer Brown, Ariana Wallace. And I'm going to ask you guys a quick trivia question for CHS. Who was the first female African American to fly in space? I don't know. That's wrong. It's Mae Jemison. Exactly that. This is the Maya Watts. I'm just here to ask you a quick trivia question for CHS. What sport did Jackie Robinson break the color barrier in? Baseball. That's correct.
Thank you to all our trivia participants.
Now we have final words from Principal Johnson.
Good morning, Kenton High School. Just a few announcements as we go ahead with our day. So, just real quickly, students, I wanted you guys to be aware of some things that's going on in regards to your success here at Canton High. So, on Thursday, you guys should be receiving your progress reports. So, you need to make sure that you take the time to look at those and just make sure that everything is there as far as your grades and things. So if you know that you missed school, then it's going to be your responsibility to make sure you follow up with your teachers. Also, we will be having 9 weeks testing on February the 20th, where we will start with 5th through 8th block. And then on the 23rd, we will be having 1st through 4th block 9 weeks testing. So after that, please be aware, and I've mentioned this on several times in regards to the ACT. So we know that on the 24th, we'll be giving the ACT. So to those students who will not be taking the ACT, you guys will have the opportunity to participate in the career fair. So we're going to have different things going on. So you don't have to take that time to say, hey, I'm not coming to school. No, don't do that, because we will have additional things going on for you guys. Reality Fair will be on the 26th. This will be for select students in grades 9 through 10. Um, Followed by in March. So let's go ahead to March. Um, I don't know if you guys remember, but back in January, I did state once January is done, it's uphill from there. So that means we have very little time left to just waste. We don't have time to waste at all. So students, be reminded that the first week in March, we're going to start with our benchmark testing. We're starting off with biology 1 on a Monday, and then algebra 1, then English 2 part 1 and part 2. So we have a lot going on. Then you have spring break. You have a time to relax, clear your mind, and then we're kicking it back into state tests. So those seniors who are needing to retest in April, you will be testing April the 8th for biology, April the 9th for Algebra 1, and then April the 14th and 15th for English. So I know I've discussed a lot of dates as far as with testing and things, but I need you guys to be aware of actually what's going on. And I didn't even mention ACT as far as on Saturdays, because of course it's going to be a test on the 14th. So students, it's going to be up to you. It's going to be very important that you guys take the time, look at the dates, know what's going on at this school, do your own research. Seniors, juniors, etc. Volunteer, financial aid, all those things need to be taken care of. So I do my part as far as mentioning it to you guys, but you need to do your part as far as making sure you carry through with it. So I'm going to end it here. I always say this: those AirPods, headphones, phones, I don't want to see them. When you are coming in the morning time, please be clear and understand at 8 o'clock. That's the shut off time for breakfast. So you need to make sure you get on to class. And also make sure that you guys are coming to school daily, not getting checked out, but coming to school, getting your work done. And I promise you, everything else will work itself out. With that being said, as always, we are keeping it real here on Tiger Hill 755. Have a great one.
Remember, this platform was created for us to not only share what's happening around CHS, but also an opportunity for us to promote school spirit, develop skill, build a sense of community, and encourage student voice. On today, we will feature the TikTok dance of the week. I hope your videos made the cut.
Every time she posts a pic, she saying that she's serving. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Every time she posts a pic, she saying that she's serving. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
We hope you paid attention to everything
And enjoyed. This brings us to the end of our show. And as always, we are keeping it real on Tiger
755. Have a great one.